So let's get right to it. I'm Jay. This is Liz.
Hello.
Shout out to Georgia because this story comes out of Douglas, Georgia, where a 2-year-old was left alone in a car with a gun and he shot himself and later died.
Mm-mm.
Can't believe this happened.
Nope.
Check this clip out real fast. Then we're going to bring you back. We're going to go over what we think about this whole situation.
WALB previously reported that witnesses said the parents were shopping at a fireworks stand when they heard a pop and found that the toddler shot himself in the face. The shooting happened at a fireworks stand outside of Walmart on Bowers Mill Road, and authorities are continuing their investigations to determine the exact circumstances surrounding the incident.
Just to clarify, news reporter got that wrong. The boy didn't shoot himself in the face, he shot himself in the chest.
Yeah, they botched that way.
Mm-mm.
And the 2-year-old name was Nakazi Odoms. So what we know is Nakazi was sitting alone in the car
Yep.
with a gun, shot himself in the chest while his parents were shopping at a fireworks stand
Yeah.
inside of a Walmart parking lot
Mm-mm.
in Douglas, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Nakazi was
Curious?
a curious, active kid, right? That's the only way I could think why some parents would his parents would leave him alone inside of a car.
Why would you do that in the first place?
Why?
Wouldn't you alternate? Why
Yeah.
does it take two parents to go get fireworks?
Okay, so the
I don't understand.
either the father or the mother could have stayed in the car with him, right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And the other could have just started shopping and picking out the fireworks. And
Mm-hmm.
if they needed the other one to see which fireworks to get, they could have FaceTimed it, FaceTimed everything, right? Because FaceTime, we can use that, right?
Exactly.
That's what the technology is there for you to use it. And my whole thing is, it is so hot now, right? It's so hot
So I'm
right now,
assuming it's
right?
humid over there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
So
could be wrong.
why would they leave him in the car with the gun in the heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's an active, curious kid, why would they leave a gun inside the car with him?
But guess what? He was in the front seat.
Yes.
Why not in the back seat? I mean, does it make a difference?
Yeah, it
I don't
don't really
know.
make a difference
But
because
the
the
kids are
gun.
supposed to be in the back, not in the front. You get the kid used to being in the front. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and it's like if there was a real issue with the kid, like being like hands on and like wanted to run everywhere, because I mean my youngest daughter was like that, right? And she was real active. Like we couldn't take her to the restaurants, we couldn't take her to the movies because she
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do what she wanted to do. She didn't want to sit down. She wanted to
Mm-hmm.
walk the stairs. She wanted to walk around. She wanted to
Right.
do what she wanted to do. And we didn't hit our kids. We don't hit our kids. So
Mm-mm.
we wasn't going to, because we would have had to just hit her like all day. And that wasn't going to happen, right?
At all.
So maybe they didn't want to hit Nakazi. So they wanted to sit him down in the car alone, right? Like, man, he's too much for me. So I got to sit him inside the car by himself.
Wrong.
But no, that's what the
Alternate.
parents is for, right? You got
Alternate.
two. That's what you got two parents
That's what I'm
for,
saying
right?
too.
You stay in the car with him. I'm gonna go out here and handle these fireworks, and the fireworks gonna be for him anyway. I bet the fireworks
I
were for
bet they
him,
were.
right?
Yeah.
And now he's not here. No, he's
No
not here no
more.
more because they tried to
Chose.
take the easy way out by leaving him in
Why?
the car.
But
They could have left him
why?
with alone with like not alone, but left them with like their mom or something or a cousin, like a brother or something, like a
Mm-mm.
person, right?
Yeah. Tragic. Don't leave your kids in the car by themselves. Not even that. He grabbed the gun that was probably left on the passenger door. But what if he would have grabbed the car? Not grabbed the car. Grabbed the keys and started the ignition, or hopped in the driver's seat and started turning the wheel. Who knows if the car was even on or off or
Yeah.
what have you?
So that happened to
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm not laughing, but that happened to my cousin, right? My little
Okay.
cousin. So my aunt, she was going somewhere, right? I think she was going to her sister-in-law's house. So she went to her sister-in-law's house and she had my little cousin with her, right? So she was in a car. My little cousin was in a car with her. So she pulled up to the garage, put the car in park, left the car on, and left my cousin, my little cousin at the time, she was young, left her in the car, went about her business, went in there real fast, right?
All it takes is 1 minute, one
By the
second.
time she came out, my cousin was in the front seat and put the car in drive.
Are you kidding me?
Drove inside the garage, crashed.
Wow.
And you know, everybody blamed my little cousin for doing that. But
Why?
she's a little kid.
Why would you blame the kid? I don't understand that. The kid is not responsible for itself at whatever age that was. It's the parents' responsibility. So therefore, the parents should be held liable. Stop blaming your kids. I understand that.
My aunt should have been held accountable because she left my little cousin in the car alone with the car on. What you think is going to happen?
Really?
Right? Especially she was little. She wasn't like a teenager or anything. Know how to handle cars, and she didn't have any cars in her family. So it wasn't like she was experienced with cars. Like my other aunt, she didn't have any cars, which was her mom.
Okay.
They didn't have cars. They took the like public transportation, so she didn't have no experience with cars. So when she left her alone, she wanted it. She seen her moving the gears and stuff like that. So she figured like, let me try it, and that's what she did.
That's not something
Curious.
to try.
That's what kids are. They're curious.
No. And all it takes is a second.
Second.
That's it. That's probably what they thought. Okay, we're just gonna leave them for a second. Let's go pay for these fireworks. And look, 1 second cost him his life. Now, no child.
Yeah.
Done.
And I'm sure Nikazi was 2 years old, right? I'm sure that he was like playing video games, probably like watching them play video games like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Probably saw them with the gun, not playing with the gun, but using the gun. Like he probably knew, the actual gun too.
Oh,
probably.
Wow, yeah.
Because if you have a gun and you're gonna have it inside the driver's door, the passenger door or whatever, I'm sure the kid probably saw them messing with the gun and probably was curious and wanted to play with the gun himself. That's crazy. He thinks it's a toy because he's 2, right?
Oh my God. That's so irresponsible as a parent. As parents, we shouldn't be doing goofy things like that. That's goofy.
And I want to know if the gun was on safety. You think it was on safety?
No way.
Nope, no safety. So for sure, you're supposed to always have your gun on safety, right?
And nobody's saying don't have guns, right? Because I think that's permissible in some states. You can have guns.
Yeah, I think they can carry guns
not
in Georgia.
The gun and the car when you're leaving your child in there by him or herself. Like, who does that?
Why? This incident could have been stopped, right? Because Nikazi he shot himself accidentally. Was rushed to a hospital in Douglas. Then he was rushed to a Jacksonville hospital, Jacksonville in Florida, where he died. So this happened on the 3rd. He was shot, and then he died on the 6th. Like, this is 4th of July weekend, man. It's so many deaths that's been happening all around the 4th of July. Right. But this incident could have been prevented. Like,
definitely. Those fireworks were so important for those parents to go buy that both of them had to go and purchase them and leave the kid alone. I don't understand that. But I also saw that a GoFundMe page was set up by the grandmother, right?
Yeah, a GoFundMe page was set up by the grandmother, and the parents, as
probably
of right now,
probably don't even face charges.
They're not facing any charges right now. Not facing any charges, even though they left the gun, in the car. Even though they left him inside the car, it has to be like child endangerment. It has to be. Like, it has to be child endangerment because even let's say minus the gun, you shouldn't be leaving a 2-year-old kid in the car.
Child at all.
I'm just saying that young as well. Like, for a second, you shouldn't be leaving him alone. Right. Like, that's abandonment, neglect, something, right? It has to be something.
Definitely. Tragic story.
Sad, really sad for the family. But as of right now, no charges has been filed. But if we get an update or anything, RIP to Nikazi. If we get any update, we'll do a part 2.
Yes, definitely.
But like she said, RIP to Nikazi. Man, 2 years old. Man, he didn't even get to like really like run, you know, because you
No.
running a little bit too.
Yeah.
You doing this little wobbling still,
Right.
right? You ain't full really running. Didn't
Mhm.
even get to go to school. Didn't even get to like tie his shoes. I know he ain't tying his shoes. Didn't even get to learn how to read.
That's sad.
2 years
I know
old,
the
man.
parents are beating themselves up about this.
Shot in the chest.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, man. I couldn't even imagine this
Yeah, I can't.
because like we ain't perfect, but come on, man. Just don't leave your kids alone. Please.
Don't do it.
Don't. Especially with guns. If this is inside the house, don't leave them alone with the guns inside the house. And if you do have guns in your house, make sure they're locked up.
Yeah.
Because you could be playing like any video games or talking on the phone or flipping your phone on TikTok. And the kid can be playing with your gun. Because they want to play with the gun. They like guns just like you. Yeah. Man, watch your kids.
Definitely.
That's all we got to say. Watch your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to say about this case?
No, it's just tragic, and hopefully, the parents can find closure as far as like get to live with themselves with this tragedy, and police find whether or not they're going to press charges on them, which they should be with child endangerment.
Something.
Yeah.
And just let this be a lesson for anyone who's watching this channel. If you don't have any kids, if you don't have kids, or if you plan to have kids, man, watch your kids. That's all we got to say. Watch your kids and watch your guns. All right? Yep. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.